Welcome to AirSculpt TV. It's Thursday at 4 o'clock, and thanks for joining us. We have an exciting show today. We're going to go live in Chicago, and I want to just show you the last time we did an AirSculpt TV. We did a lady named Katie, and we did her butt, and she didn't want a huge butt. She just wanted a nicer butt. And this is her before and after 6 days later. Here's her before and here's her after. And for her results going to improve tremendously, but for 6 days, I don't think it gets much better than this. So I'm so honored to show this. And Katie, if you're watching, you look wonderful, and I'm so happy to see this result. And you're going to just keep looking better. But we did this 3 weeks ago. This is her 6 day after picture, which is the only one I have. But I really wanted to show it because Katie was a wonderful guest, and her result is tremendous. You can see her waist is so much smaller, and you can see her butt has changed so much. So it's just fantastic. Anyway, we're going to go live in Chicago, and we're going to do a man, and we're going to do his waist hip area, or what some people call love handle, some people call it muffin top. So this is our muffin top episode, and let's go to Chicago. So we're rigging Chicago now. We're gonna go. Hello.
Hi, Dr. Rollins.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Good.
So we're in Chicago, and what's the weather there like?
It's actually nice. It's actually very nice. So all
Really?
good. All is well.
No snow?
No.
Wow. Interesting. Unseasonably warm in Chicago today. Okay, and let's talk about Eric. So are you in the procedure room right now?
I am not, but I was gonna walk in there right now so we can meet our patient. So
Okay.
all right, here we go. All right.
Hello.
There he is.
Hello.
Hi, Eric. I'm Aaron. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
How's it going?
I mean, this is like beyond amazing. I had a little bit of jitters and nerves walking in here, the usual.
Yeah.
But everybody here has been so amazing. It's been like mind-blowingly comfortable. We've got some good tunes going. Everyone here is so freaking nice. This has been great.
I'm so happy to hear that. So you're doing your muffin top, waist hip kind of love handle area?
Yep.
And how long has that been a problem area for you?
I mean, honestly, my entire life, it's been a problem area for me. Once upon a time, I was a professional ballet dancer. And I mean, I had to get to the most unhealthy of like non-existent weight to even get rid of it. And even then it was still there. So now in my normal day life, my like little pooch and my love handles are just, it's like a constant nightmare for me. I feel like I'm always trying to hide it from showing. And honestly, this is going to change the game for me. And I'm so excited.
Well, I can tell you this right now, that you will never have a problem with your love handles again. For real.
That is music to my ears.
So with everyone watching, I can promise you that this is gone forever. And the last problem you have now are your love handles. So I want to ask a couple questions. One is, how did you find out about AirSculpt?
So I actually found out about AirSculpt and Elite Body Sculpture through my husband. He kind of started looking into it. He came in and actually has had 2 procedures here in the Houston office. And through seeing his results, his procedures, I was the one taking care of him after his procedures, and just seeing the dramatic results in such little downtime has, like, that's what made me really want to try this, was that it was incredible results. In like 2 days, he was back at work.
That's great to know. And so seeing that, and then that's what got you interested. And
yeah, I was like, I can't let him have all the fun. I want to get my past sucked out.
I love that. Right in time for Valentine's Day, too.
Exactly. I can look snatched for Valentine's Day.
I love that. And what will you wear when you have no more love handles and you actually have a small waist?
The one thing that I always had strayed away from were any type of like shirts or those really form-fitting sweaters.
Yeah,
I've avoided those literally my entire life because I was like, all I could see were my love handles. So I'm literally going to go out and buy a wardrobe of like the most form-fitting outfits. And then plus, once we do the BBL, I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to go buy new pants that are going to fit this new booty of mine.
that's right. I agree. You will. That's the hidden cost. Well, I talk about a lot of advantages about AirSculpt, but the hidden cost is the new wardrobe. So those tight sweaters are a killer if you have love handles. That's for sure. One of my best friends is going to be getting done in the LA office, and he said the same thing. Is he put on a tight V-neck sweater, and he really takes care of himself, like I can see that you do too. And he had to rip that sweater right off, and he gave me a call. He said, "I got to get in now." So
Yeah.
yeah,
When I go shopping, the first thing, if I put it on and I can see my love handles or my little lower body pooch, it's like, it's just, it doesn't feel good to see that through your clothes. So
no.
I'm excited to feel more confident in my clothing, but also just to feel more confident overall in life. And I mean, I really look forward to, in a couple months, getting the most snatched beach photos ever, and not feel like I have to pose a certain way or, do a little like Photoshop on my own photos.
Yeah. And what else? When you're a man and you have your you have your waist shrunk, your love handles removed, it gives you more of a masculine, kind of sexy V-shaped torso. So it makes your shoulders look broader. It's a keystone, and it's one of those areas that you take out the love handles and everything kind of falls into place. So I'm really, really happy for you and excited for you. Dr. Pizarski is doing your love handles right now. Is that correct?
Yes, he is.
So, Dr. Pizarski, what am I missing here? Any commentary?
We're having a great time. It's almost like an AirSculpt party.
Great, I love that.
We're not only giving him a snatched waistline, we also, I think we're probably going to get a six-pack out of him because he's in such good shape to begin with.
Wonderful.
And he had a lower abdominal area that was real stubborn, and we've gotten rid of that. And we've also sculpted his chest as well.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that's good to know.
So he's getting ready for the beach for sure.
Perfect. I think that's a great thing to do. These are the most common areas that men do, is their tummy and their chest and their chin. But you don't have a chin problem at all. So I already snooped on your pictures, so I wanted to know what we were dealing with here. So, what kind of music are you listening to?
We've literally had all the top hits on. We're jamming. I think Ariana Grande was on a couple minutes ago, and I was having to control myself to not try and dance on the table.
I've had that in many surgeries where I say, I know we're having a good time, but you're not allowed to dance during AirSculpt, because then it's like shooting at a moving target,
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to like beat bop my head a little bit, but then I'm like, okay, don't move your body.
That's fine. And are we talking new Ariana Grande or older Ariana Grande?
Oh, new, for sure.
Okay. I've heard it's a great album. And what's it like seeing the fat removed from your body?
So one of the first areas that we did was like my nightmare trouble spot, my lower pooch. I mean, my entire life has driven me crazy. Once upon a time, I was a professional ballet dancer, and when I was at my like smallest, most trained physique, I could never get rid of it. And the only way to even make it look manageable was to like be at the most unhealthy kind of diet that I've ever done in my life. And so just seeing that already gone, I mean, everything else here is bonus. That down there was really what I've always been self-conscious about. I've always had to, wear the right clothes, pose at the certain angle, and then do a little bit of my own Photoshop. So I'm really excited to debut this body at the beach and just have the slayest photos of my life.
I can't wait for a mirror selfie from you that I can show everyone. That's what I look forward to here.
Oh, don't worry. You're not just going to get one. You're probably going to get at least 100.
No problem. No problem at all. if you want to do a video one with some ballet moves, that's also okay. No
Oh,
problem.
I will give you all the moves.
Okay, I'm welcome. Great. That's amazing. And what would you tell, so people watching who are interested in it, you said you had the jitters before you came in and when you got there. What would you tell someone watching who's considering having AirSculpt done?
I mean, I would say if there's areas about your body that you just feel self-conscious about that you can't get rid of, or even if it's just fat transfer, I know the big thing that I saw was for women doing the fat transfer to your breasts. I mean, I would say don't hesitate, jump. I was scared. I was a little nervous walking in today. Had the typical jitters, and this whole process from start to finish has been like the most like calming, easy. I'm literally laying here on the table, kind of just jamming, and I literally do not feel a thing.
A lot of people want to be put to sleep, and I tell them it really doesn't hurt. And I think it's hard. One of the reasons we do AirSculpt TV is so people like yourself can explain to them it really doesn't hurt. And there's no reason to be put out because being put out is actually dangerous. It's much safer to be awake, and it means that like tonight, if you want to go to dinner, you can go to dinner. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're in Houston. I'm a big fan of Papados. You might not be, but like wherever you want to go to dinner, right? Like, enjoy yourself. We have
Totally.
all kinds of things right after AirSculpt, and it's fine because you're awake. And it means tomorrow you'll be able to walk for 45 minutes and get back to your life. I know you're a hairstylist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can go to work tomorrow. I wouldn't have you go to work today because you are on drugs, and I don't know what kind of hair you would get, but you know, otherwise you would.
Yeah, I want to enjoy the little bit of a loopy vibe that I have right now. I just want to kind of carry that through the evening and just kind of chill and relax. But I mean, honestly, I think I'm going to be back at work in a couple of days feeling totally fine.
You will be. You will be, absolutely. Okay. Thank you for joining us, and thank you very much, Dr. Pizarski. You did a wonderful job, and thanks for taking such good care of them like you always do. And I just want to thank everyone for watching. We're going to answer some questions about muffin top, tummy, spare tire, whatever you want to call it, after we go. But it's been an honor and a pleasure. I really, really appreciate it, Eric, and thank you. And I just want to say to everyone watching, at first I said it was Chicago. I'm sorry, I'm in Houston. So it's Houston and not Chicago, of course.
And I think the one thing that I even wanted to add too is like everyone has made me feel comfortable, not just with the drugs and the numbing agents. It's like that's a cherry on top. But just from the minute I walked in, the entire nursing staff here, Dr. Pizarski, Tanea, everybody in here has just like really put my nerves at ease. Because of course, when you walk into a place to get a procedure done of some sort, there's always those butterflies in your gut. And I mean, I can't stress enough how comfortable I was laying on this table to get started. And I mean, this has been so easy. So if you're out there and you're really questioning whether you want to go through with something like this, I mean, don't hesitate. Book your consultation today. I literally cannot wait to show you all my six-pack after this.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I can't wait to see it either. So again, I hope your rest of your procedure goes swimmingly, and I'm looking forward to talking to you again.
Yes, we'll be chatting soon for sure.
Thank you very much. Okay. Bye, Houston. So that's Eric behind us. He's a celebrity hairstylist and former ballet dancer in Houston. And we're so happy to see everything that he's going through, and I can't wait to see his result. Let's talk about I'd say one of the probably the most common area that we get questions about is tummy and waist fat. So I'm going to go over some really common questions that we get about that. One is, do we do lipo 360? Well, lipo 360 doesn't mean anything. First of all, we don't do lipo, we do AirSculpt. That's a very important point. Someone getting lipo wouldn't have the experience he's having or the results he will have or the results that Katie had by any stretch of the imagination. But whenever we do someone's tummy, we go all the way around. It's the only way to do it right. We don't do lipo 180 or AirSculpt 180. Everything is 360. So 360 is a misnomer because if you're not doing what's called the cosmetic unit, not only the area that bothers you, but the areas that are attached to it, you don't get a good result. It won't look natural, and it will look weird and lumpy. So part of our philosophy is we don't do it unless it's going to be done right. So there's no 360 or 180. It's we do what you have, and that's how it works. When we do what we call full abdomen, it's the upper and lower tummy, it's the waist and the hips, it's everything. So there's no like we'll do the left but not the right or something weird like that. You can't do the tummy without taking the waist love handle area, or you look like what we like to call SpongeBob SquarePants because you look square. So it's a terrible thing to do. But that's this is art, and that's part of the philosophy of AirSculpt is doing it right the first time and doing the cosmetic unit, all of the areas that are attached to the area you're doing. A lot of people ask, what is a spare tire? What is a muffin top? All it means is most human beings, when they gain extra weight, they gain it in their lower belly and their waist. Whether you call it waist or love handles or flanks, it doesn't matter to me. It's all the same thing. Your sides that move around to the back, all the way to your spinal column many times. And we do it right. We do it with AirSculpt. We don't do liposuction. I think that's old school. It's clearly better, and that's why we do this show. So, yeah, that is, people say, what's the terminology? You can call it whatever you want. Some people, the old school term is spare tire. Now a lot of people use the term muffin top. Doesn't really matter. It's the most common place that human beings gain weight, and it's in the lower belly and your waist. That's the most important question that we got. But some other questions we get is, if I regain weight afterwards, will my love handles come back? The answer is absolutely not. Any area we do AirSculpt on will be that way permanently. This is permanent body contouring while you're awake with no needles, no scalpel, and no stitches. And that's really essential. So if it would come back, that wouldn't be worth doing. So it's really permanent. After a certain age, you don't make new fat cells. The fat cells that you have just either grow like a water balloon being filled up with more and more water, or shrink, kind of like going from a grape to a raisin. You don't actually make new cells. We actually remove the cells one by one with AirSculpt, and you can see them in the container like we've shown a million times. Another question is about skin. And yes, AirSculpt tightens the skin extremely well. So a lot of people are worried, geez, my love handle, there's this outpouching of skin that goes along with the fat. Am I going to have no fat, but then kind of empty skin? And the answer is no. And that's one of the most important parts of AirSculpt technology. We really do tighten your skin. And as you can see, for example, on Katie's before and after that we showed, that we're going to post, that she had, her waist kind of went like this, and now it goes in. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Lauren. So you can see that is some very tight skin in just 6 days, and it's just going to get better and better and better. 6 days does not a result make by any stretch of the imagination. 6 days is nothing. So in 3 months, she's going to look like $1 million. Not that she doesn't already, but she's going to look like $10 million. Let's see. Okay, how does AirSculpt ensure balanced results on each of my hips, flanks, etc.? So let's talk about symmetry. First of all, no one's body is symmetrical. Mine is not, yours is not, no one's is. Some people are slightly more symmetrical than others, but even if one of your legs is longer than the other, it makes one of the love handles look bigger because your pelvis bunches up on one side, and when it does that, it makes that love handle look bigger. It's usually the same amount of fat. However, every area where we do both sides, part of the AirSculpt philosophy is we mark which one is bigger, and we purposely take more fat out of that side. It's just one of the little things we do to ensure the best possible cosmetic result. And that's what we're all about. So, you know, no one is symmetrical. We try to enhance symmetry at every possible step. So that's it for today. A couple quick announcements is we're really excited we're going to be on the news in Minneapolis. That's happening in March. We have some really exciting PR coming out that I'm not allowed to talk about, or I would. Our 90-Day Fiance came out with Jasmine, and it's on YouTube, it's on our Instagram channel, etc. And we're really proud to show her results, and she's so happy, and so are we. In addition to that, our Orlando office is opening for sure. Probably the second week of March. I already have surgery booked there, and we already are booking surgeries there, so you're welcome to call about Orlando anytime. It's a really exciting office for us. It's our first office in Florida. And as new offices are maturing, we will tell you more about them. Is that, do you want to read that question? We've got a question. Let's see.
It's in French.
It's in French? Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I'll read it later. Okay, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again.